Oh, hey, how's it going? Well, you're kind of talking to me in my head. Get out of my head! No, no, just kidding. You can keep talking all you want now. I'm gonna die soon anyway. Well, yeah, I was kind of there. Well, yeah, I mean, he's one badass freaking overlord. You defy him, he's gonna set you on fire! Or throw you into the river of lava in your backyard. That would work too. Yeah, it's important to live in tune with nature and lava. Who doesn't like having lava? I'd like to have a river of lava in my backyard, but I don't have one. As long as I don't have a volcano or anything like that, of course. People who live next to volcanoes are insane. I mean, I live where I live, you know, and, well, nothing ever happens around here in Chicago. I mean, all we ever get is a couple of flakes. You know, just a little snow. Well, I guess maybe we'll meet again in 1,000 years when we're reincarnated, or however long it takes. How long does it take to get reincarnated in theology? I mean, in any religion that believes in it. Do you die and then get reincarnated immediately, or do you have to wait in line, or how does that work? I'm just curious. Oh, so we even get to dream within a dream or an illusion. What are we going to be dreaming about? You're going to dream about being a bird? I dream about being a cat. But to each his own, I suppose, Ark. Apparently, by this point in the game, you know, Quintet ran out of funding and had little money to make the text scroll faster. Let's watch the credits roll. I love how they do the ending credits here with the bird flying around and everything like that. I might as well start with that. Start with the graphics. I give them a 10 out of 10 for this game. Usually, I'm not a graphics whore, but today, for this game, it was just so amazing how the graphics were just so colorful, you know, and vibrant. You know, it's just like Secret of Mana or Seiken Densetsu 3, you know? I mean, it was just, you know, one of those rare games on the Super Nintendo that really started to, you know, make the graphics at least somewhat vibrant and colorful like that. And, I mean, like, some of the resurrection scenes were, like, almost photographic. I mean, I've never seen anything like that on the Super Nintendo before, anyway. So, I was really impressed with that. I mean, one thing that I'm starting to warm up to with graphics is, you know, how much they draw me into the world of the game. And this game really did that. I mean, maybe it's because I got a new computer monitor or something like that. It's just so big, I feel like I'm there, you know? That's one thing that's really important to me. And the music for the game, I give it an 11 out of 10. I mean, or, well, okay, 10 out of 10. But you know what I mean. I mean, it's one of the best overall soundtracks for any game I've ever seen. It rivals Final Fantasy VI in my book. It was just like the overworld theme, the underworld theme, all the boss themes, the final boss theme, Royd's theme. I mean, there's just so many great soundtracks. I can't even remember the names of all of them. It's just, you know, I've never seen such an overall great soundtrack to a game other than like Final Fantasy VI. I mean, they really went all out for it. And maybe between the graphics and the music, maybe that's why the game was so big. You know, it's like 32 megs. I mean, you don't have a game this big until like Chrono Trigger or anything like that. I mean, I just wish the game got, you know, more recognition back in the day. I mean, and released it here in the States. You know, I mean, not enough people know about this game. And that's one thing I kind of regret about making this a side LP. I mean, I was kind of talking about it before, you know, and, you know, obviously my side LPs don't get as much views as the main LPs I do. I mean, maybe it's just because of the popularity, and I tend to choose simpler games. You know, I thought about making this a main LP, but, you know, I did a vote on my forums, and, well, everyone wanted to see Final Fantasy IX next, and I was like, well, how long could this game possibly be? I mean, it's part of the Soul Blazer trilogy. The other ones didn't take me that long. But, yeah, it just took me a while. And for the plot and character development, I also give it a 10 out of 10. One of the most fun, deep, thought-provoking plots for an RPG I've ever seen. I mean, it's just, you know, it had a lot of silly moments, and the way Ark talks about himself in the first person, like, or third person, or whatever it is. I think it's third person. But yeah, I mean, just, you know, it had the perfect blend of silly and epic moments without, you know, resorting too much to the, you know, the really bad puns and everything like that. Although I like that, but I mean, I think for even the average player, you know, I mean, they would have to like that. And, you know, just how they talked about, you know, values in society and everything like that, and the differences between, you know, different cultures, and how we had to resurrect the world and help them come up with different inventions and everything like that, and all the side quests. There's just so much to do in the game. I really love that. And for the gameplay mechanics, I also give them I give them a 9 out of 10. That's really the only part of the game that I could give a knock to, because, you know, sometimes it does get a little repetitive, especially in Chapter 2. You know, first time I was playing the game, I was in Chapter 2, and I was like, oh man, you know, this is kind of wearing on me a little bit. But, you know, I warmed up to the music and everything. Once you get to Chapter 3, that's where the game really explodes. So I really like that. Maybe make the magic a little more useful. It was kind of useful in the first half, but second half of the game, you're so powerful, you really don't need it. Maybe balance out the grinding a little bit, because like the last 2 games, you know, you really didn't need to grind at all. And for the replay value, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, not so much because, you know, you're really going to get that much more out of it from replaying it, but more so because of, like, all the side quests and everything you can just do in the game. There's just so many. There's no way you're going to, you know, see them all your first time playing the game, you know, without a walkthrough. I mean, I couldn't find, you know, how to expand all the towns and everything, and I still don't know. Or even when I was making this LP, after playing it 3 times, I still didn't know everything. I didn't know you could expand lits so early in Chapter 3, or, like, I mean, even when I recorded it, I didn't know that Near Lake burnt to the ground after the Dr. Baruga lab sequence, not Chapter 4. I thought, you know, Chapter 4 was the trigger, but I was wrong. I could have done that even earlier if I wanted to. So overall, I give this game a 10 out of 10. It's got to be one of my favorite Let's Play series to make ever. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you really enjoyed it too, viewers. It's just one of the best overall experiences I've had making an LP. And I know some of you are probably going to ask, well, which was your favorite in the Soul Blazer series, H.C. Bailey? Well, you know, it's kind of hard to say, because I like them all for different reasons. I mean, overall, I'd say Terranigma is the highest quality game, but when I consider, you know, nostalgia value, I'd have to go with Soul Blazer, just because, you know, if I just want to pick up a game and go, Soul Blazer is the game to pick, because it's just so easy. It's, well, not so easy, but it's just so easy to pick up and straightforward, and I don't really have to think about it. It's just pure mindless fun, you know? Soul Blazer is just such a simple game. Illusion of Gaia has the silliest plots and so many just funny moments, and I had so much fun making that LP too. This game is just a really high quality overall game, you know? I mean, it's beautiful. What more can I really say about it? It's just, wow. Just what an amazing journey we've had in this LP, worthy of being a main LP, but I figured, well, you know, I wanted to move on to other things. And what's going on? I thought Krista was gone. The game's not over yet? Who's there? Is that you, Satan? Ark, you haven't been paying your rent! Nuts. He's coming for me. Who's there? Oh, this is Storkholm. Oh, okay. Well, who's at the door? You're not going to tell her, are you? Is it the crickets that are at the door? Well, who is it, Al? Well, come on. Game? What the hell? The game ends on a freaking cliffhanger? Well, yeah, it does. They don't tell you who's at the door. I would guess that it's, I don't know, Light Ark, or a reincarnation of Ark, or someone like that. That would be my guess. I guess it's up to the interpretation of the player to determine who they thought was at the door there or something. So, nice little touch to the end. And I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play series as much as I've had making it. Look out for another Let's Play series, or side Let's Play series that I'm going to be doing pretty soon. You know, you can keep track of it in my channel profile. That's where I list all my upcoming projects. This is HC Bailey, signing off. Have a good day.